This is Valley View News.
Welcome to Valley View News. I'm Tanya Ann De La Pena.
And I'm Rodney Williams. Thank you for joining us. George Zimmerman has been released from a Florida jail on a $150,000 bail. Before police released him, they fitted him with an electronic monitoring device. The judge in the case granted Zimmerman bail on Friday.
Reporter Cassandra Gaskin covered one of the protests in Southern California.
Controversy over the case continues to grow, with protesters at this event walking what they call the Million Hoodie March.
People united will never be defeated.
The unarmed 17-year-old was fatally shot by Neighborhood Watch volunteer, 28-year-old George Zimmerman, over a month ago. Zimmerman has said he was attacked by Martin and had shot the teen in self-defense. Protesters want justice for Trayvon, with some believing this case has to do with racial profiling. Los Angeles Police Commander Andrew Smith says that LA sheriffs are hoping for a safe and nonviolent protest.
We're always hopeful, and so far it started out real well. They began with a prayer. Seems like a real peaceful crowd. I know many of the people that are up here, and we've worked with them many times in the past, so we're here to help facilitate their First Amendment rights.
Pershing Square is now empty, but this is where over 1,000 protesters came in March and supported Trayvon Martin for the Million Hoodie March.
We basically just contacted a lot of our allied organizations. A lot of them immediately endorsed this event. We spread the word by going on the trains and the metro stations and the schools, passed out flyers about the event, so word got out on the street.
The turnout was bigger than organizers expected. The decision to press charges against Zimmerman is now in the hands of Special Prosecutor Angela Corey, who says she will not bring the case before a grand jury. Under Florida law, only first-degree murder cases must be presented before a grand jury.
These are just a few of the people lined up to meet Kane Monroy, a 9-year-old boy who made a makeshift arcade out of tape and cardboard boxes.
I just like arcade games. I just kept playing them. I thought about making my own arcade.
But it wasn't popular when it first started.
Every day he sat there and waited for one customer.
His dad says it changed when filmmaker Nervan Mulick decided to be his first customer.
That was his only customer.
Mulick decided to make a film where he invited people through Facebook because he says he saw so much of himself in Kane.
Brought me back to being a kid, and it touched me, and I just wanted to make a film that would communicate that.
The video went viral and hundreds of people showed up to play.
Kane's Arcade! I think it just got bigger and bigger.
These are some of the prizes the kids win after playing the games, all which Kane bought with his own money.
The film also raised over $100,000 in scholarship money in less than a week.
It's better than hitting the lotto. Yeah, I'm really proud of him, and he's so happy about people visiting his arcade.
Just best day of my whole life.
In East Los Angeles, Marisol Gonzalez for Valley View News.
This year, Governor Jerry Brown's budget cuts the CSU and UC systems by $750 million each. And if you take a closer look, there's something called the ballot trigger reduction, which means if Brown's tax increase doesn't pass on the November ballot, students will be faced with an additional $200 million in cuts.
And another $200 million at the UC. So it's another $400 million that's dangled out there. It's outrageous.
The Csun women's basketball team is atop the Big West Conference standings. First place in the conference was at stake against the University of Pacific. Reporter Raul Delgado went to the Matadome to catch the action.
The Csun women's basketball team raced onto the court as they were set to play the Pacific Tigers in a critical Big West Conference matchup.
You know, obviously we were able to build a lead and then, hold on to it at the end.
This is a big win for the women's basketball team as they still remain in first place with a 9-3 overall record in the Big West Conference. This is the second time they have defeated Pacific this season. From the Matadome, Raul Delgado for Valley View News.
On air, online, on point.
May is National Bike Month, which aims to increase awareness about bicycles on the road.
Can you share any personal experiences you have with sharing the road as far as anything scary has happened, whether you were hit by a car or anything like that?
Yeah, they opened the passenger's door on me and they hit my back wheel, completely bending it out of place, making me fall over less than 6 inches away from a tow truck. And so I landed in the grass and the car drove away and made a right turn on the next block.
Y otros reportajes en nuestro sitio de internet entrando a elnuevosol.net o síganos en Twitter en @elnuevosol. En nombre de todas las personas que participaron en este proyecto, me despido y hasta la próxima.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Tanya Ann De La Pena. Have a great night.